Konnichiwa, Cello Sensei desu. Hello, if you are learning Japanese from zero, stick around because this series of videos I will make it for you. Somebody who is still not familiar reading hiragana, so we will have the ROMAJI, which is the alphabet on top, but that will also help you to learn how to read hiragana, katakana, and kanjis, and also to actually learn vocabulary. As in Japanese, we don't have space between words as we do in English, Spanish, and other languages. So it can be quite intimidating when we are learning to know when a certain word begins and finishes. So the Romaji on top of the dialogue will help you to memorize the words as well. I will be explaining in details, and each lesson we will be focusing only in one dialogue. The dialogue will be taken from the questions listening tests level 5 of the JLPT test, the Nihongo no Ryoku Shiken, which is a very important test. If you are serious about learning Japanese, you should definitely, try to take it in the future. But as a beginner, it can be quite challenging to study and even prepare for the test. So with this material, I will help you to learn from zero. Okay? So today's dialogue is this one. Hi. So today's situation is 男の人と女の人が話しています。So 男の人 a man と and 女の人 a woman が話しています。are talking, right? 話しています are talking. 二人は we did 二人 on the last lesson. It means two people, right? So hito, the character for hito here, combined with the number two, we read it futari. It's a very irregular way of reading, but futari means two people, in this case, the man and the woman. 二人はテーブルの上に何を置きますか? So, テーブル comes from actually the English word table, table, meaning table, right? So, in Japanese, words that came from English or any other foreign language, they are written in katakana. Okay, so table is clearly from table English. That's why we write it in katakana. Okay, so テーブルの上 the top of the table, right? So the upper part. Ni, on that, nani o okimasu ka? Nani means what? Okimasu ka comes from the verb oku or okimasu, right? Which means to place or to leave or to put something. In this case, we would translate what will the two people leave or put on top of the table. ね、二人はテーブルの上に何を置きますか? That would be the question that we want to find the answer from the dialogue, right? And the picture here we have glasses, right? Four glasses or five glasses. And then we have a vase with flowers and orange juice, a bottle of orange juice. So that would be the pictures, okay? So let's look into the conversation. Person A says, 花瓶はどこに置きますか? So, 花瓶 means vase with flowers. We did it, I think, on the first lesson here. The character, the kanji for hana, flowers, right, was the umbrella with flowers. So, hana is the same kanji, but combined with the kanji of vase, right, of a container, then we read it as ka, cup. Okay? Also, and the kanji for flower is used quite often in names for girls. And in that case, it's usually pronounced as ka as well. Okay, for example, momoka is a name that could use this kanji of flower, and the ka would be the kanji. Okay, so Kabin wa, the vase, doko ni. So doko means where. Then when we say doko desu ka, doko desu ka, we are asking where is it or where are. So in this case, it's doko ni, where act, right? Ni here is more like the place. Okimasu ka, we did it right here is the verb to place, to put. So where are we putting the vase? Or a more natural translation, where should we put the vase? Kabin wa doko ni okimasu ka? Kabin wa doko ni okimasu ka? And B says, そうですね. そうですね. So this, そうです is like, oh, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's so. However, in this case, そうですね is more like, yes, let me think about it. Let's think about it. So you're actually thinking, together, right? そうですね. So I would translate it as like, let's see. テーブルの上に置きましょう. Let's leave it on top of the table. テーブルの上に置きましょう. Let's leave it. Let's put it on top of the table. So now we know that picture 3 is already out because there is no vase with flowers, right? It's either 1, 2, or 3. So then A says, コップはテーブルに並べますか? So コップ that comes also from cup, um, which would be more like a teacup, but in Japanese, kopu is glasses, right? Drinking glasses. And so he's asking, kopu wa teburu ni narabemasu ka? Narabemasu comes from the verb naraberu. So it's to pretty much, when you put them in order, right? So side by side or in a row. So that would be, so should we put, the glasses on the table like in a row? コップはテーブルに並べますか? And then the answer is そうですね. Yeah, like we そうですね. Well, let's see. 5つ並べましょう. So let, make a row or place 5つ. Five glasses, right? So 5つ here is the amount, the count, right? So 5 glasses. 並べましょう. So now we know that picture 1 is off because we have only 4 glasses, right? So we already know the answer would be number 4. Let's keep going. ジュースも置きましょうか? So 置きましょう. Let's place. Also, mo, the hiragana mo means also. Ne? Juice comes from juice, right? So should we also put some, leave some juice on the table? And then B says, いいえ, no. 皆さんが来てから, right? So no, 皆さん, everybody, が来てから. Remember we did nani nani tekara, I think on the last lesson, but it's as soon as, I think it was 仕事が終わってから, as soon as we finish work, we're gonna go. In this case, it's as soon as they come, right? They arrive. 冷蔵庫から出しましょう. Let's get it out from the 冷蔵庫, which means fridge. Fridge, okay? So basically, they want to keep it cool, right? The drinks. So, いいえ, 皆さんが来てから冷蔵庫から出しましょう. Let's get it out. 出す, 出します, 出す is to take out. For example, we say to take out the trash, ゴミを出す, ゴミを出します. So, ましょう is let's. Let's do. So, let's get them out from the fridge, 冷蔵庫から. When people starts, when the people come, as soon as the people come, the people arrive. 皆さんが来てから冷蔵庫から出しましょう. Okay? So finally, A says, そうですね, meaning, oh yeah, that's right. I would even translate as like, oh, good idea, you know? But yeah, that leaves us with the answer is number 4 because we are not having the orange juice on top of the table, only the cabin, the vase with flowers, and 5 glasses. Itsutsu no koppu, right? That is our answer. So now let's listen to this conversation and practice our listening skills. Please read along.
4番、
男の人と女の人が話しています。二人はテーブルの上に何を置きますか？
花瓶はどこに置きますか？
そうですね。テーブルの上に置きましょう。
コップはテーブルに並べますか？
そうですね。5つ並べましょう。
ジュースも置きましょうか？
いいえ、皆さんが来てから冷蔵庫から出しましょう。
そうですね。
二人はテーブルの上に何を置きますか？
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this lesson. If you did, please leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, like to know where you guys are learning Japanese from. If you have any questions, feel free to also leave in the comments. And the next video, the next dialogue, focusing on you who are learning Japanese from zero, will be coming out next Saturday. Okay, so I'm planning to post these videos, one dialogue every weekend, so that way I can help you to learn Japanese from the very beginning. If you're already in a more intermediate level, feel free to check the description of this video where you will find a link for the other levels. I have tons of materials, also the listening practice for all the levels in the Japanese test. So that can be very useful for you. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Okay? それではまた. See you next week. Bye bye!